I don't respect him anymore because he say I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that, and then he tried to maybe Turkey Al-Sheikh told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like he walking me back, and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Sonder fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
He pissed
broken
me off.
orbital.
He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So it's gonna.
What happens when one of boxing's most calculated, no-nonsense killers finally snaps? When a man known for doing his talking in the ring decides to throw hands outside of it, this isn't just a rivalry. This is personal now. Terence "Bud" Crawford just got arrested. Yes, arrested. After reportedly punching Saul Canelo Alvarez in what was supposed to be a private business meeting gone horribly wrong. But how did we get here? What pushed one of boxing's most composed champions over the edge?
But it's still unclear why Terence "Bud" Crawford was near the parking lot brawl in the first place.
At first, it was all subtle shots. Crawford saying Canelo ducks black fighters. Canelo firing back that Crawford hasn't done enough to deserve a shot. It wasn't just trash talk. It was disrespect, thinly veiled as opinion.
Never forget, Terence "Bud" Crawford said about Canelo Alvarez that he was ducking black fighters. He stated, and I quote, he shied away from Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andre for a long time. When you look at Canelo's career, it's like he shied away from the black fighters. I think black fighters give him the most problems. Obviously, that's a damn lie. We've seen him destroy Austin Trout, Danny Jacobs, and now Jermell Charlo. So are we saying that those guys are not black fighters? Come on, make it make sense. Terence "Bud" Crawford was a Canelo hater. Never forget that.
And every time Bud climbed the pound-for-pound rankings, every time he dismantled another elite name, the disrespect got louder. Crawford went undisputed twice, beat the undefeated boogeyman Errol Spence Jr., and still, Canelo didn't acknowledge him as a worthy opponent.
So even though you see a small fighter, when you look in his eyes, do you see a fighter that could possibly beat you?
No, never.
So,
Never.
so he would
Now, let's be real. Canelo is the face of boxing. He's the cash cow. But Crawford, he's the one people are scared to fight. He's not chasing money. He's chasing legacy.
Canelo Crawford coming up September. What do you think about that fight?
Canelo Crawford. Good fight. Good fight. Canelo has advantage because Crawford moving up, but my advice to Crawford is like maintain the speed, improve the speed, and improve the strength. Because it's hard to go up in high weight and maintain your speed. So speed is the key. Like he should focus on speed, footwork, and improve the power.
And maybe that's why it all boiled over. Let's rewind to just 3 days ago, when chaos erupted backstage at a charity event in Las Vegas. It was supposed to be chill. Canelo was there doing PR. Bud was walking through with his entourage. But the second those two locked eyes, the energy shifted.
Is there anything that scares you, Canelo Alvarez? What frightens you?
Nothing about boxing.
No.
This is what I love.
Yeah.
So.
No gloves, no security quick enough. Just one man, Crawford, letting years of tension explode with one clean right hand to Canelo's jaw. Cameras captured it. TMZ posted it. Within minutes, social media went nuclear. Footage of the altercation hit social media like wildfire. Clips showed Bud being escorted out by Vegas PD, yelling, "He'd been ducking me for years," while Canelo was being treated for a busted lip and what some are calling a potential orbital injury. The charges? Misdemeanor assault, but since it happened in a high-profile venue, the situation's more serious than it looks. Nevada Athletic Commission is involved, and Bud's promoter is reportedly in full damage control mode. Look, Bud Crawford isn't a hothead. He's one of the calmest, coldest assassins in the game. He doesn't talk much. He hurts people. So for him to lose control like this, that speaks volumes. This wasn't just about boxing. This was years of disrespect, pin-up anger, and being overlooked by the media, the promoters, and Canelo himself. Canelo got to fight GGG 3 times. He fought Kovalev, Bivol, Ryder, even went up to 175 for a paycheck. But Crawford never got the call, never got the respect.
Spaceman Films. What up, Biz? Who you got? Canelo Crawford.
Yeah, got Canelo. I heard the punches that he hit Charlo with. I don't know if Crawford can absorb those punches. I know he's a great man, a great warrior. But you come from 147 to put on a better fight than Charlo. I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that means that Crawford is so great and he can do that, or that means that Charlo set the bar so damn low that anybody could do better than Charlo did last night.
Do skill really pay the bill? Because that would be tested.
It'll pay the bill. That's why Canelo's triple too.
And when someone like Bud feels disrespected long enough, eventually, fists fly. Canelo's camp quickly issued a statement calling the punch unprovoked and embarrassing for the sport. They also hinted at possible civil action, meaning Bud could be facing more than just criminal charges. Now here's the irony. This may be the dumbest thing Bud's ever done, but it might also guarantee the biggest payday of his life. Why? Because this just takes their match to the next level. Who wouldn't want to tune in now? There's real beef, there's real emotion, and in boxing, emotion sells. Mayweather versus Pacquiao took 6 years to make because it lacked one thing: drama. Crawford versus Canelo now has plenty.
And of course, look, you've accomplished everything. You're a first ballot Hall of Famer. You've been undisputed now in 2 weight classes. This will give you an undisputed championship in the 3rd weight class. But not just that, you know you're fighting an all-time great, and you know that the credit's going to go to you if you beat a guy like Canelo Alvarez at 168. Is that why you want it?
Well, when I beat him.
When you beat him.
Definitely. You know, the stakes is high. You know, it's high risk, high reward type of fight, and I'm looking forward to it.
When would you say, from memory, that you first thought this fight was a real possibility, that you started thinking about this fight actually happening?
Well, I started thinking about it, you know, a couple of years ago when they started talking about Spence fighting Canelo. Then just, you know, sizing him up, like, all right, how tall is he? You know, how long his arms and things like that. Just sizing him up like that and going to his fights and things like that. And when he walk out the ring, I'm looking at him, I'm like, man, all that big, you know. So me talking with Turkey and Turkey not wanting to fight, and me like, yeah, this is the fight that I want, being that, you know, he's the last great fighter of our era, you know. That's just like, you know what I mean, me fighting a Pacquiao, a Mayweather, De La Hoya, and things like that. So that's why I wanted to fight.
The size difference? Insane. Canelo walks around at 180 plus. Crawford's never fought above 154. That's a massive risk. But so was Spence. And look what Bud did to him. If this fight gets sanctioned, it won't just be a boxing match. It'll be a personal war.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you named is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo go?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
And don't be surprised if it breaks every pay-per-view record out there. Let's talk reactions. Some fans are saying Bud ruined the sport, that a champion of his caliber should never stoop to violence off the record. Others are calling it karma, that Canelo's years of ducking finally caught up with him. The predictions for Canelo versus Crawford are all over the place, and that's what makes this fight so electric.
Maybe he's a little overrated.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good, really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire. It's in his mind. It's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class. Can he carry it? But those intangibles, I believe that he has them.
Shakur Stevenson didn't mince words. He's all in on Bud. According to Shakur, Crawford is going to cook Canelo, straight up. But Oscar De La Hoya, despite all his history and beef with Canelo, took a completely different angle. He said Bud's in over his head. That Canelo's going to run Crawford out of the ring purely because of the size difference.
Now, what the media is reporting, and it's circulating, is that Canelo Crawford is the biggest fight of the decade. I mean, to a purist and a fighter, it's laughable. Because you have Crawford jumping up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, who's a natural light heavyweight. Crawford, who couldn't push back Madrimov. Life and death with Madrimov. What do you think Canelo's going to do to him? Run him out of the ring.
Teofimo Lopez also has Canelo winning this fight, and here's why. Andre Ward, though, he's backing Bud hard. Ward believes Crawford's IQ, timing, and adaptability are so elite, he can shock the world at 168.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. It ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
David Benavidez believes if there's one fight who can beat Canelo, it's Terence Crawford. And then there's Eddie Hearn, who's been on the fence. At first, he was convinced this was Canelo's fight to lose. But the way Crawford's been moving, calm, focused, talking like he's already won, it's made Hearn second-guess everything.
Are you still favoring Crawford in the fight, or has your opinion changed?
I mean, I've always favoured Canelo in the fight.
Well, I've heard that you want Canelo to win, but you feel...
Of course, yeah. I like Terence. But I've worked a lot with Canelo, and I think just because of what I saw in Riyadh and because of the threat, and he's getting on as well, Crawford, but it's just like the mindset of Crawford. Like, there's no doubt in Terence Crawford's mind that he wins this fight. And when you spend a bit of time with him, you kind of start buying into that. And I guess that's what happened in Riyadh, because I travelled with him to the fight, and but it's a 50-50 fight. I think gun to head, I'm probably picking Crawford right now. But I want Canelo to win. And he can win for sure. But Terence is going to make it really tricky and awkward for him. And I don't think he's going to like that kind of fight.
Crawford's no longer chill. He's snapped. And that punch at the airport? It wasn't just heat of the moment emotion. It was a message. A statement. Bud's tired of the back and forths, the dodging, the he's too small narrative. So instead of waiting until fight night, he brought the smoke early. That punch flipped the entire narrative. Because now it's not just about Bud moving up in weight. It's about whether Canelo can keep his composure when someone refuses to respect the crown.
Spaceman Films. What up, Biz? Who you got? Canelo Crawford.
Yeah. Got Canelo. I heard the punches that he hit Charlo with. I don't know if Crawford can absorb those punches. I know he's a great man, a great warrior. But you come from 147 to put on a better fight than Charlo. I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that means that Crawford is so great and he can do that, or that means that Charlo set the bar so damn low that anybody could do better than Charlo did last night.
Do skill really pay the bill? Because that would be tested.
Pay the bill. That's why Canelo skillful too.
Crawford started at 135. That's true, but this isn't some timid little guy walking into enemy territory. Bud's coming to conquer. He's not asking for permission to be great. He's demanding it.
Let me tell you what I think should be going. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jermell Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Paulo couldn't do it and lost fight number 2. Trained him for Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
And yeah, Canelo's been the boogeyman at 168, cracking skulls and breaking faces. Just ask Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, or Sergey Kovalev. They all felt the Mexican power firsthand.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
But Bud, he's different. He's not coming to box cute. He's coming to frustrate, to outthink, to punish. He's a switch-hitting sniper with ice in his veins and now a chip on his shoulder the size of Nebraska.
Terence Crawford has had 1 fight above 147 pounds, and everyone, including Terence Crawford, will tell you that was not his finest performance against Israel Madrimov. He is older than Canelo. He is coming up in weight. He is coming off a long layoff. I can't look at Canelo Williams' school and say, you know what? Canelo is too far in a decline to beat Terence Crawford. Not until I've seen what Terence Crawford looks like at 168 pounds.
Yeah, same here. And even though we could see Canelo Alvarez diminishing, we're still going to favor him because he's been in there with the bigger, stronger men. Crawford's not going to be able to hurt him. Crawford will be able to pepper him up, win rounds. Like I tell you, I have an image of Canelo Alvarez after the fight. He's going to be bloodied and bruised because he's going to get pot-shotted. He's going to throw 2-3 punches, pepper him up, and then get an angle. Then once Canelo starts realizing I'm falling behind here or I'm getting hit too much, I got to do something great. That's when Crawford's going to have to get on his bike.
Canelo's been looking slower, flat-footed, playing it safe against B-level opposition, and Bud saw that. That's exactly why he took this fight now. He smells legacy. He smells vulnerability. And that sneak shot at the airport, it wasn't about being dirty. It was a power move, a moment that said, I'm not here to respect you. I'm here to dethrone you.
If Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo, or you really think that he's going to knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't going to tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
live only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Canelo fans are rattled. Because let's be honest, Canelo didn't retaliate. He stood there, shocked. And in boxing, that's a bad look. That's a man second-guessing. That's doubt creeping in.
I don't got to knock him out to beat him. He's never been knocked out before, but he lost fights before. So everybody, that's coming in thinking that I need a knockout to beat Canelo Alvarez is wrong. And that's not the approach that, we take in this fight. If the knockout comes, then it comes. But we're not going in there to knock him out. We're not looking for the knockout.
Terence, you have said if you win, you feel you're on the Mount Rushmore.
I didn't say if I win.
Okay.
I said when I win.
When you win. Well, with that, what is Terence Crawford's legacy with a win over Canelo?
Listen, I already said it. I'm on that mountain.
And Bud, he just leveled up, not just as a fighter, but as a threat. No one's ever punked Canelo like that outside the ring. And Bud did it with a smirk.
I can say a lot of negative things about Canelo's resume, but I won't. I wanna, pay homage to the fighters that he fought, And if he don't want to pay homage to the fighters I fought, if he think they nobodies, then come fight time, then I wonder what they're going to say after I beat him.
When he pushed you, I know you've gained weight. You look actually a lot bigger. When he like gave you like a half shove, like how is like that size feeling now?
Listen, that wasn't nothing.
That was
you know
nothing.
what I mean? Like, that little push didn't do nothing, as you can see. But come fight time, we're not going to be pushing, we're going to be punching. So it doesn't even matter.
So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.